I do enjoy women. I enjoy the way they feel, the way they smell, the way they make love, and how and all of that. But sometimes I get just a really intense craving to be around a guy, and not just be around a guy, but to feel him, to hold him, to have him on top of me, to have me on top of him, and it's not just, and it pretty much is just sexual. It's not like I'm seeking a romantic romance with this person, and so that's what makes finding married men so much easier because they're not looking for a relationship at all. They have a relationship with their wives, just like I have a relationship with my wife. And so I do have two or three guys that I do see on a regular basis.
How many men do you think you've had sex with since you've been married?
Oh my gosh, probably it would be in the thousands.
Whoa. Really?
Yeah.
And you've managed to like keep this from your wife and also not run into any sort of like STD
No.
trouble or anything like that.
No, never.
Do you, why have you never considered identifying as gay or bisexual? Like, why only label yourself as straight?
I don't know. It's just it's never been anything that I felt like I needed to identify as, or I needed to come out for, or I don't think I would be identifying myself as gay because of the kind of life that I want to live.
What does that mean?
The the great jobs in the six figures, great house, send my kids to Europe on vacation for 4 weeks every year.
I don't even mean publicly identify, but even just for yourself.
I I I I don't need to.
What y'all think about that? I think it's time to investigate more of these friendships.
And when people are living hidden lifestyles, they tend to be more reckless. They tend to not have as much care because they think it won't be found. But their recklessness also always exposes what they're doing behind closed doors. And it could cost you your life if you're not careful. Pay attention to these people with their inappropriate relationships with their friends, y'all. So I'm going to tell y'all my story. I used to date this dude way back in the day, and during the time that I was dating him, I did not have a car. So he had a friend that I had never met before come and get me to give me a ride. Where the place that he was giving me a ride was at, I could not take my phone inside. So I left my phone in that person's car because they were also going to give me a ride back home. Y'all, tell me why when I was inside of that damn place, this person went through my phone. Keep in mind, I've never met this person before. I do not know them. They went through my phone and they told my boyfriend everything that they found in my phone. So I asked my boyfriend, "Did you have this crazy dude go through my phone?" And he was like, "No, I didn't. He just said he wanted to do it just to make sure that that you was loyal to me or whatever." And I was like, "Why in the hell would he care if I'm being loyal to you to that extent? That is crazy." But I said, "You know what? I guess whatever. I feel violated, but whatever." So some years fly by and my boyfriend got put in a position where he needed some new clothes. Well, this same homeboy took him on a shopping spree while I was there. And I found it very odd that when he was taking him shopping, he was giving me real nasty looks and cold shoulder. Like I speak to him, he didn't speak back, and he was just looking at me like, ugh. And I thought it was strange because this guy that I was with, I absolutely loved him so much. Like I adored him. And being honest, I would have did anything for that man. So I was like, I don't treat this man bad. So why would his friend be weird to me like that? But okay. So while he's shopping and buying my man all this stuff, he done bought him some Balenciagas. He's also buying him matching everything to himself. So they had matching jackets, matching shoes, matching everything. And at the age that we were at, it was very strange for this to be taking place. Like, this is super weird. And I also thought it was strange because I'm a very hospitable person. If you balling out on somebody and they got somebody else with them, even if you don't buy them something expensive, offer them some food, offer them something to drink. He didn't offer me food, nothing to drink. He's just letting me tag along while they just balling out through the mall, getting matching clothes. It was really weird. So time goes on. Me and my boyfriend, we would always go on dates. That was our thing. So every time we would go on a date, this dude would want to tag along. And I used to be like, this is crazy. This dude cannot tag along while we having me and you time. It's just not happening. So it was weird. So I said, you know, the next day, if he say something about wanting to come, I'm gonna let him come. Tell my boyfriend he can come. So, well, the time came and the dude came on a date. Y'all, I kid you not. While we on this date, the dude comes and he brings a chick. He's sitting across the table looking at my man with like the googly and love eyes. Like, it couldn't be denied, y'all. It couldn't be denied. And I noticed my man just kept looking down. He wouldn't get a guy eye contact. He wouldn't give the guy, barely talking to him. And the guy just talking about, man, this is my brother. I just love him, man. I just love him. And just talking about how much you care about him. And I was like, this is weird, but okay, maybe I'm in my head. Me and the guy's date, we just kind of looking at each other like, this is weird. So a couple days go by, and my man's phone is ringing, 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 ringing off the hook. And it's about 10:30 at night. And during this time, all activities of that nature is shut down. But at the time, being honest, me and my dude, we was in the game. So if it was about some money, we would tend to it. But if it wasn't, then it was over with. But it was just his homeboy calling. The dude called probably like 20 times back to back. And my man would not answer the phone. And I'm like, why are you not answering the phone? Something must be wrong with your dude. You need to go make sure your friend's straight. He like, man, that nigga don't want nothing. It's all good, whatever. I'm with you, baby. We booed up, whatever. So my man ended up going in the other room to do something, but he left his phone on the nightstand. So the dude is still calling at this point. At this point, it's been like 30 or 40 minutes of this dude just calling and calling and calling. I answered the phone because I just knew this is a chick on this phone and he got it under his homeboy's number and he trying to play me. Y'all, lo and behold, it really was his homeboy. So I'm like, I'm gonna have him call you back whenever he get back in the room. And the homeboy like, had a little stank attitude, but I'm like, whatever. So something told me to look through that man's text messages, y'all. When I looked through that man's text messages, his friend had texted him about 8 paragraphs, just telling him how much he loved him, how much he cared for him, talking about remember the time, remember the places we went. He can't believe he got a family now. He just in disbelief. He just love him, just want to be around him, professing his love. I had never seen platonic friends speak to each other in that way. And so when my boyfriend come back in the room, I'm like, why is your friend saying this stuff to you? Why is he calling you like this? What is up with this? This is crazy. And he was like, man, this is how friends talk. You must don't got no real friends if they don't tell you they love you like this. I have a best friend. We've been best friends for 20 years. And we tell each other we love each other all the time, but we do not express our love in that way. And I am a fan of male friends telling each other that they love each other. But y'all, this was not no normal, man, I love you, bro, and I got your back. It was like deep affections being expressed. I was really upset. I was really devastated. I was confused. But also I was getting confirmation of things that I had felt and thought. And I'm telling this story because had I not had I took heed to the first signs that something was not right, it could have really saved me some trouble. Because of this man's lifestyle, I was hospitalized and almost lost my life. I almost died as a consequence of me trusting him and him living a secret lifestyle, y'all. This is Y'all just don't stick around to find out what the disaster will be. Like me, I almost lost my life when there were signs there all along that I should have ran. I should have ran. And I didn't, and I almost died. So if you feel like something ain't right, just trust yourself. Just know that God is putting it in your spirit so you can run, baby. Pay attention to those inappropriate relationships with those friends because you just might not be tripping and you could possibly get very hurt or end up ill because of what you choose to ignore.
I don't think my husband gay. But if I ever find out, let me find out. Oh, my Lanta. Oh, my Lanta. That's what I think about it. Okay? That's what I think about it.
This man said that men often choose to be on the down low because they aren't given a safe space. When are we gonna keep it a buck? No one, no matter what gender, race, or class, is given a safe space.
It ain't safe for the black or the white girl.
It's not safe. You telling me because a woman doesn't make you feel safe because of your sexual preferences, you go behind that woman's back and sleep with men? You feel safe enough to sleep with another man, communicate with another man, even be in a relationship with another man, but because your woman might not like it, you don't feel safe enough to say it out loud. There's a misconception that lesbians are safe. The only time being a lesbian is safe is when men get to watch or benefit. Once a woman shares that she wasn't gay for the benefit of a man, she's all types of names. Bull.
Babe.
Carpet. Young M.A. Or she just hasn't had the right D in her life. Men could also create and maintain safe spaces for other men to explore their sexuality. Because as a woman, how can I create a safe space for you if I didn't even know what was going on?
What you think about it? Tell me the truth. What you think about this? Like the video, subscribe if you ain't subscribed, and I will catch you in the next one.